Hey family, it's Tasha MAMABEAR Prepping. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel where we just talk about emergency preparedness, different things that you can do to prepare your family. Today we're talking about another list. Somebody actually specifically asked me if I could go over different natural, if you will, or food type products. I'm gonna shut this a little bit. Are food type products that I keep in my home, that you can keep in your home, that are versatile, can be used for many, many things. And in this case, specifically cleaning, right? Some of these things you've heard of, they're going to be very familiar to you. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, I've heard forever that that's a good cleaning agent. And so most of these are food type items, but there is a couple things thrown in here that I'm a fan of, that we'll talk about it. Okay, so let's get into it. I have 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 things for you. So first thing is vinegar, white vinegar. Now, of course, a lot of you guys have heard that before. Vinegar, people have put it in their laundry, have cleaned with it, have can unclog drains with it, clean baseboards, right? It's just a very, very great sterile type, clean, basic cleaning agent. Obviously, I use it for all types of food preservation products, right? Projects. However, we do use it a lot for cleaning as well. So for me, for stockpiling, for thinking about the future, for thinking about making sure I have the things, white vinegar I like to have on hand, and I like to have a lot of it on hand because we literally go through it quite a bit, right? I never have 1,000 bottles of white vinegar stockpile because it's a regular rotation item that is used quite often in my home, but it is a great cleaning agent. Next thing I have is another very, very popular one. We're just going to get the popular ones out of the way, and that is baking soda. Obviously, people have heard about this, baking soda. I've actually done a video. I'll try to find it, maybe put it in the description box below. You could check it out. And it was various uses for baking soda because there is just 1,001 ways to use baking soda. A ton of them. I'm not going to go into it now. I'll make sure I link that, try to find it and link it for you guys. But there's a ton of ways to use baking soda in your home, to include cooking, to include cleaning, different hygiene stuff, just all different types of stuff. And so again, baking soda, we stockpile a lot of baking soda, but again, we use a lot of baking soda. Okay. It is a normal rotation. We go through it quite a bit because we do use it for various things in our home. It's not about just saying, hey, it can be used for this stuff. We're actually using it for several different things. Huge fan of baking soda. It would behoove you to make sure that you have a good amount of that stockpiled in your home. Especially when we get to a point where you run out of just basic cleaners, baking soda is amazing. Baking soda is good for, even like I just said about vinegar, you know, put the two together for unclogging drains is an amazing thing. So simple things, deodorizing, are going to be needed when you can't just go out and get the other things, the simple things, the very specific cleaners or specific items to take care of a problem. Baking soda is a very good product across the board. Now, let's get into the other ones. Castile soap is my next one. There's various soaps on the market, right? A lot of recipes call for a Castile soap. It's a very soft, natural type soap. Another thing with Castile soap, a lot of times you hear borax, but borax is pretty rough. It's a pretty rough soap. And so I like Castile. I like recipes that call for Castile soap. A lot of your holistic, natural type home cleaners, even beauty products, different things like that are going to call for these products that we're talking about. And Castile soaps tends to be in a lot of these recipes. But it's a nice, gentle soap, if you will, okay? Next thing I have is tea tree oil. So in general, you can get there's various oils that are good for cleaning. Essential oils, obviously, for smell type things. A lot of people are against essential oils, though, and actually stay away from essential oils. And you can make your own scents with your when you're making your homemade like cleaning supplies. But if you're looking online, you're looking on YouTube, you're looking on Instagram, you're looking wherever on the internet, and you're looking for these homemade natural cleaners, they're going to have a lot of this stuff. And tea tree oil, there's lots of recipes with tea tree oil. It's a nice, clean, like tea tree oil is used for a lot of stuff holistically. Toe fungus. I mean, there's just a ton of things. The one thing about tea tree oil, though, is it is toxic to dogs. So just make sure that you're aware. Really, with anything, obviously, that you're bringing into your house, if you have kids or animals, pets, whatever, you should be seeing the if it's toxic or not. And that is one thing that is not good for them. But tea tree oil is amazing, right? And does a lot of things around the home, for your body, for healing, and for cleaning, okay? So tea tree oil has made it to my list. Next thing I have on my list is another food item, and that's cornstarch. You know, you can make a cornstarch paste for a lot of things, and it's really, really good for getting out like stains and stuff. So for homemade or holistic type cleaning, natural cleaning, very easy to add that with some water, make a paste, put it on a stain, put it on a carpet stain, blood stains, any type of stains. Cornstarch is really good. Again, lots of recipes, so don't be surprised if you see these homemade recipes and there might be a little bit of cornstarch in there. That makes sense to me. And that's a nice thing to stockpile anyway. Cornstarch, I believe, is on the list also for items that last forever if you keep it right, as long as it's not compromised. So take a look at that. Next thing I have is vodka. I know, super surprising, but we already know that you can do various things with it, but it's a deodorizer. It's a not a deodorizer. I'm missing the word that I'm trying to say right now. I can't think of the word, you guys, right now. But anyway, vodka, it is a cleaner, okay? So we use it a lot in medicinal purposes and tinctures. That's probably my #1 way I'm using vodka in my home. But vodka, now just another, reason to have it in your home, can be used in cleaning products, is good. It's an alcohol cleans. And so that's a good item. That's a versatile item. A lot of these things, the reason why they made the list is because they are a versatile item. They're versatile, whether you can eat it, use it for beauty stuff, hygiene stuff, a cleaning product for your home, cooking, whatever it is. These made the list because they're versatile for several different things. The last thing I have is kind of, might be a weird one for the list, but it's citrus. So any kind of citrus, oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruit. So obviously it's important to be able to grow fruit. So you want to grow fruit where you live any way you can. Like if you have to have that stuff in a greenhouse to be able to grow citrus, then do that. Whatever kind of citrus maybe you can grow in your area. Maybe you can't grow all oranges, but maybe you can grow kumquats or whatever, right? So take a look for your area and see what you can grow. And if you can't grow this stuff, then you stockpile it, right? You stockpile the citrus stuff, citrus powders. This stuff is extremely strong. A lot of recipes are going to call for, hey, a little lemon, a little orange. You have a lot of homemade natural cleaners that people are making with just some vinegar and some oranges, orange peels or lemon peels, right? So there's various recipes out there. There's various things you can do, taking lemon and salt and rubbing it and using it as a scrubbing agent on cleaning different aspects. So for cleaning, lemons, having whole lemons, limes, citrusy type things is good for cleaning. It's good for making various recipes using the rinds to make your own vinegar or to make your own cleaning product, right? Is very, very useful. So citrus. So think outside the box too. You don't just say, oh, well, I can't grow citrus, and so that's off the list. If you can't grow citrus, you should, as somebody who prepares, be thinking about how do you continue to have that in your diet and your cooking, and how do you get that on your shelf to be shelf stable, right? You can't grow it, so how do you stock it? How do you stack it, right? I get it. We can't all grow everything that we want to grow in our areas, maybe where you live, right? And so the way you get around that is you're stockpiling those things. Then like if I couldn't grow bananas, for example, I stockpile bananas, banana chips, stockpiling freeze-dried bananas or dehydrating my own bananas. But I'm figuring out, how do I continue to have bananas in my diet in the future when I can't get fresh bananas off from the store, or I can't grow them. Maybe it's an item that you can't grow in your area, right? So how do you continue to have that stuff, right? To some capacity. Obviously, eventually everything runs out. And so at some point you're going to find yourself with no bananas and you can't grow bananas, and it's just an item that you just won't have anymore, right? And then it becomes, okay, if I have a lot of bananas in my diet or whatever, what vitamins can be found in that fruit, right? What can be found in bananas, what is so important about bananas, and how do I stockpile that vitamin? How do I continue to have those nutrients and those things that my body was craving and getting from bananas? And one day when the bananas are gone, how do I continue to do that, right? So what am I stockpiling as far as the vitamins and the nutrients that could be found in that product? So went a little left there. But I think it's very important for us to have these conversations. I know this isn't like gloom and doom. This isn't like the sky is falling type of videos. But it's, you know, I'm going to do the videos that you guys are asking me for. Folks are asking me for these more of lists, more of, hey, this is just what we're doing, especially when it comes to like food. So let me know what you guys want to hear. I'm going to talk about what it is you guys want to hear. Here's my list of 7 things. I hope that was helpful as far as more holistic or more natural driven type products when it comes specifically to cleaning, and they are specifically versatile type items. And then what I would suggest you do is have fun with it. Get online, start looking at your recipes, start finding different recipes, make the items, make the product, and then try it out and see if you like it. Did it get your thing clean, right? Or was it just a pretty product that smelled good and it had all this cool stuff in it, but then at the end of the day, it didn't really do what it was supposed to do? So make these homemade products, right? Try them out. See how you like them. See how you like they smell. What could you change about them, right? The good thing about homemade stuff is, you know, you can change up different aspects of it, okay? But some of these things, you know, I'm going back to whole ingredients, and it's the same with other stuff too. You know, when you think about cleaner, and instead of thinking about a cleaning product, I'm thinking about what are the whole ingredients needed to make said products that I want to make. If I'm making body wash now, what did it take for me to make that body wash? And I'm buying and stockpiling those whole ingredients to be able to continue to do that. If you're making soap, if you're making a household cleaner that's for everything, right? What is it you're trying to make? And make it, and then stockpile the whole ingredients to be able to do it, because those whole ingredients now can be used for other things across the board too, not just for that one product, that one thing. You know, you get a gallon of Castile soap, you're possibly using that in several different recipes, not just one thing. And so it's a versatile item that you're using in several ways throughout your house, or certain several projects that you're making within your house. Okay, so just something to think about. Whole ingredients is the way that me and my family are moving forward, and that goes for more than just food. Okay, so anyway, I hope you guys, those of you guys that watched this, enjoyed it, got something from it, learned something from it. Make sure that you guys are commenting in the comment boxes below. If you haven't joined us over at Patreon, please take a look over there. If you are absolutely looking for a way to support me monetarily, that is the way you do it, is through Patreon. And then check out the links below as well for different items that you may be in, you know, wanting to get, and make sure that you're using the code so that you can get a discount if it's an item that you're already planning to buy. Okay, not trying to push anything on you, not trying to say buy this stuff, but if you were already planning to buy it, it's already in your budget, already on your list, make sure you're using codes. And that goes for my channel, for any other channel, right? Use those codes so that you can get a discount when you're buying this stuff, especially you were going to buy it anyway. You might as well get a little bit of a discount off of your stuff. Okay, so you guys be well. I'll see you guys in the next video. For you guys over here on YouTube, I will see you guys on Monday. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. I will be releasing a video on Monday, even though it's going into a holiday. I'm not sure if I'll release actually on the 4th of July. We'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling. But until then, you guys be well, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.